When it comes to private access, we want it all, right? Use open source tools instead of paying monthly subscriptions, host them at home, access remotely, but we also want it to be safe. Not only safe, it needs to be smooth and hassle-free. So you can tailscale your way or dig a Cloudflare tunnel, but then some of us want to host the facilitator as well, right? I've done that with Headscale, the tailscale alternative, and then with Netbird, promising to be my proxy, firewall, and DNS, but whatever I tried, I always ended up short. Lack of features, stability, mobile support, something always ruined my party. Until I found something else. One that answers all of the above, but actually delivers on all fronts. It lets you access private resources through a private DNS, even if you're in the middle of the sea. Don't want an app every time you access the resource? You can set it to be public and get an off screen protecting it all managed for you. Still unconvinced? Last week Brave asked what's the best reason to use a VPN and got this retweeted with a funny take that offended many people with no context. I'm very much not going into this debate, comments are open if you like, but the point is, whatever your pick is, Pangolin has got you covered. It's safe, tunneled, controlled, and even written in the language that will get half of you to close the tab right now, while the other half just locked in. Oh yeah, and it's open source, like every layer of it, including the SaaS option, fully open, nothing gated. If nothing else, this is a reason of its own to just show this project some love. Let's get into it. Pangolin, a mammal covered in scale and can reach 1 meter in length. Wait, what? That's what I was looking for. The all-in-one remote access platform. Not something you haven't seen before, but I guarantee a different level of service, not only, but especially for you self-hosters. It delivers a zero trust access based on WireGuard. Again, not something you haven't heard before. You get a clean UI, which we'll get into, but I think the most interesting bit to start from is this terrible looking diagram of their system architecture. But before we do, some of you are thinking about Headscale, Netbird, Cloudflare, Tailscale, Twingate, and so on. The best way I heard someone put this is this. Pangolin is basically Cloudflare tunnels with Twingate baked in, but self-hosted. It gives you outbound tunnels, so no home router port forwarding. A public VPS is the entry point, which makes everything easier. A reverse proxy, something even Netbird had big promises, but still in its early days of it. SSL certificates, users, roles, permissions, and the best of all, authentication in front of all the applications regardless of the service. There's more, but these are already enough to pique anyone's interest. Back to the architecture, this is the scene. A user in a browser reaches out to Pangolin's server, running traffic to proxy requests. The upper, larger box is the public VPS. The lower box is your Homelab or other private site. When someone visits, dozzle.example.com, traffic receives the request, terminates SSL, examines the hostname and determines which Pangolin resource the request belongs to. Badger, shown inside traffic, is a middleware built by the Pangolin team and acts as the integration between traffic and Pangolin's authentication system. An auth bouncer, if you will. Gerbil, on the other side, gotta love these names. Gerbil is like a portal for WireGuard for the VPS side of things. Just like Badger, it's built by the same team and open source. This is your WireGuard facilitator. Pangolin, on the side, is the main event, doing the management and identity, and we'll see that in action through their UI in just a bit. Now there's the cool bit. See how Gerbil leads to something called Newt? Well, beyond being yet another animal, a salamander type I've never seen, and yes, you guessed, it lives on GitHub as well, this is the private side of the Pangolin WireGuard tunnel. The beauty here, symbolizes by the double directioned arrow, is that Newt initiates the connection so that you don't have to open any ports on your home router. Just to make things clear, this should solve the problem for people behind CGNAT. Newt keeps the WebSocket open and Pangolin establishes the WireGuard tunnel through that connection. Then external users connect to the VPS, which has a real public IP. So to all of you, rightfully angry viewers who couldn't use Headscale for that reason, this one's for you. Pangolin is a great way to access your database safely, but there's an even better way. Neon is a backend for apps and agents. Create the project, grab a connection string, and your app uses the normal drivers and ORM you already know. I don't need to pick a size first or spend a weekend tuning a DB that barely gets touched. It scales with the workload and then can scale back to zero when idle. That is a sensible way to run something quiet most of the day that might get a sudden burst of traffic later. The killer feature for me is DB branching. I can create an isolated copy for testing a migration, upgrade, or just a risky experiment. If I blow it up, excellent. That's what it's there for. Production stays untouched, and when I'm done, I just delete the branch. No manual snapshot faff, no random test database finding its way to production, and we've all been there. Neon has auth, storage functions, and AI gateway if you want the full backend. But I like that I can just use the Postgres part today and get it out of the way. Link below. Now back to Pangolin. Okay, enough theory. I hope you're sold. On a remote VPS, as usual, everything starts with the curl, and then we run the install as sudo. You'd be taken through a series of questions on an install wizard, and get this, you can actually use the enterprise version for free if you're a personal user or even a business making less than 100K a year. What you do want to have, however, is a good domain for your VPS to control, then your email to pass certificates challenges by traffic later, and then just follow their lead. Not sure how you can tunnel connections without Gerbil or why is it even an option, but of course I want it. Oh, and you can actually pick Docker or Podman. Interesting. While it's installing, I'll quickly wrap up my angry tweet on how AWS made my life miserable by trying to launch a publicly accessible VPS on my own new account. Anyway, a couple of minutes later, we should be ready. If you've prepared your domain and pointed it at your VPS, perfect. If not, that would be the time. A quick Docker PS will show both traffic, Gerbil, and Pangolin all running on the VPS. The logs may suggest an issue with the certificate generation, and that was my fault for doing the domain a bit too late. So once the domain is sorted, a quick restart to traffic, and there we have it. Pangolin DevOps Toolbox Online is, well, online. And there we go. Initial setup for Pangolin. Set what you need until you get here. The Create Site panel. You'll see Newt as the recommended way to get started, although a basic WireGuard is also optional, but would naturally require a NAT to go through. My K3s cluster at home would love to have Newt. The docs offer all the configs you need. On the bottom of the Create Site panel, you'll find the ID and secret combo to register Newt with Pangolin. And there we go. K3s Newt is online. Time to tunnel a service. Dozzle, my great log service and a great video on the channel, which you may want to catch later, is shown as my log view on K3s services list. I'll start by adding a resource. Now you may note something interesting. Resources can be either private or public. This may be a bit confusing, so public does not necessarily mean open to everyone. It means the resource has an internet reachable entrance through your Pangolin VPS. And while it may sound risky, it's actually pretty awesome. You get live access to your resource, no VPN or any connection needed, while maintaining the authentication on top. If you're going for something that has browser access, or you want other people like family members accessing Jellyfin, or you randomly accessing from other machines, go for public. I'd still give it another name in Pangolin, maybe something like Secure Global Access. Anyway, private is, well, what you'd expect. Privately accessible through a tunnel. So it wouldn't be a service.mydomain.com, but rather a private hostname. But that's pretty amazing and never worked for me with other systems. I'll show you everything in action instead of describing it, but it's important to say that this is the safer option, less attack surface, if you will. So your Kubernetes cluster, logs, SSH, cameras, databases, all of these would go through a private resource. Let's start with the first. I'll create a public option, give it whatever subdomain I like logs. Since we have Newt in our cluster, we can set it literally through the internal service name using its logview.infra, which is the cluster's namespace it's under, then svc.cluster, which are standard Kubernetes service suffixes. Create it, head over to Logs DevOps Toolbox online in the browser, and wham, Dozzle is here. Now, I'm not a big fan of having my logs just sit there in public for everyone to see. Well, not to worry. I'm only logged in because the browser has a cookie of my Pangolin authentication. From another browser, I'll go to the same path and auth required by Pangolin before I can move forward. Authenticate, and there we go again. If you head over to the authentication tab under the service, we can do a bunch of stuff. Beyond turning on and off authentication altogether, we can add other methods like setting a PIN code or a passcode. Not the safest of options, but again, if it's, I don't know, Jellyfin that your mom is using on her TV, you may want to make it easy. The next time we go there, it'll present us with all the set options. Type it in, and we're good. But I don't like that for my logs. Not only that, you've probably noticed there's no MFA here either. Well, luckily, it can't get any easier with Pangolin. Simply turn it on and set your one-time password with your favorite app. Mine's already set, so the next time I try the login, I'm asked to provide a two-factor auth code, and it works like a charm. These alone are game-changing for me. It makes my life so much easier just having the auth with MFA set for every single self-hosted service. And that's even before we're tackling tunnels. Dosal is live, shown on the dashboard under the list of web-based public access. Not entirely sure what's wrong with this unknown health status. We'll have to figure that out later. Now, another service I'd like to access is my home CCTV. And while I can set another public service, I'm not sure that's the best way for me to go about it. So disable the CCTV service, then delete it altogether, and let's create a private resource. Now, as you'd expect, private resources requires users to connect with Pangolin client before any traffic can flow. So if we choose HTTP, we'd have to reverse proxy just like earlier. Let's use the host option this time. Instead of placing the service behind Pangolin reverse proxy, the client routes the traffic through the private tunnel to Newt, which forwards it directly to the destination on the host. There's no public URL or internet-facing entry point. Only authenticated Pangolin clients with permission to this resource can access it. And because we're about to configure an alias, Pangolin also resolves that private hostname for us. Before trying Pangolin, I've done that with AdGuard, a self-hosted DNS, which created a new set of problems because you have to configure a new DNS server everywhere. Then I came up with my own solution of public domains that resolve to a private address, which works, but if you check the video's comments, most people hated the idea, and frankly, I don't give a kidding. Honestly, I get why. So check out the network alias. Frigate.internal is what we expect to serve. Let's see if it works as advertised. We'll save it, and it's now listed in the dashboard and should be accessible through its port directly. And for that, my friends, we're going to use the mobile phone, because what's the point of having a tunnel if we're not going to access services on the move? Look for Pangolin on the App Store, Apple or Android, download and open. In a far more friendlier screen than its alternatives, it suggests using the cloud or the self-hosted option, and doesn't just assumes the first. I'll give it my hosted VPS Pangolin address, authenticate, and we're in. One thing you'd want to make sure is that your mobile client has aliases enabled so it overrides DNS and serves our previously configured service alias. Head over to frigate.internal and its port, and get this, we have the login screen. And there's some cam footage with timeline from Frigate served through a local DNS name. Perfect. If we kill Pangolin connection and go back, quick refresh, and it can't be resolved. We're good. There's quite a lot you can do with the system once you have your services configured. The first is alerts, and here's the first point: I regretted not using the enterprise version, although I could get it for free. Now, if we move over to analytics, check this out. I'm already getting bombarded with requests. We've literally just set this thing up 10 minutes ago and it's already hit by random scanners. Beyond that, you have users and roles management, so you can scope and limit access, and also create an identity provider for SSO authentication. My favorite feature out of all is this, creating a shareable link for private processes. Check this out. Pick a resource, naturally, it would be only the public ones. Pick an expiry and other settings if you like, which will then give you a URL or a QR code to share. As long as it's valid, it should work. Your service can be accessed from anywhere, and you can even limit the token usage. Copy the link and go to an unauthenticated browser like Chrome in my case, and there's Dosal. No auth needed. Lastly, to set myself up on my machine as well, Pangolin is available on all platforms, including macOS. I'll download the DMG, run and approve the necessary privacy settings, which will then set a small Pangolin on your status bar. Log in, and similarly to our mobile setup, use our self-hosted control plane. Moment of truth. Go to Frigate, internal, and the port. There you go. Resolved and tunneled through. I always like to finish these videos with a personal take. Most of the tools I cover here are very useful to me and others, but not all of them, probably not most of them, get to stay with me. That's not the case here. Pangolin proved to be quite incredible. It's a reverse proxy, a DNS server. It tunnels through but also lets you expose with authentication that's easily layered with MFA. It's open source, not just a statement, but to its core. This is the real deal, and you've seen it just works. I tried every possible imaginable option before, and I truly believe this one is the GOAT, at least until someone provides other evidence. Pangolin and its family of little creatures stays with me. And since it's using traffic as its proxy of choice, I highly recommend diving deeper into what you can do with traffic on this video next. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.